Hi guys, welcome to this session in Power BI. In this module, I want to go through some simple DAX functions that you might find really useful when you apply them to your data. Now the first one I want to do is just a basic sum to work out percentage profit. So I've got a profit column there, a revenue and cost column. I want to know what that profit is as a percentage. So what is that as a percentage? So I'm going to create a new column. Up here you've got new column. So I'll click on that and it'll give me new column and it will start the process for me. So this is the title. So I'll just put a percent sign. That's all I want that to be. And then it's going to be profit divided by revenue. So I want that as a percentage. So I'm going to use the divide function. So if I type divide, there it is. It comes up. So there it is. I'll just click on that. Now I need to refer to this table, which is called main. As soon as I type main, it will give me a list of all the fields. So I want the profit field, that one. And then I don't need to do a divide sign because the function is a divide. So I need a comma, and then main. Again, this time wants to be the revenue field. Then I'll close the bracket. Click the tick or press enter, and then that should populate that column. It won't be formatted to a percent, but if you clicked on this, you can then just go over to column tools and make that into a percent, and then that will be a percent. So you can see that as it comes down there, 51%, 87%, etc. So now I need to know what the date difference is between the last time they did training and now. So how long is it since they've done training? So again, I'm going to add a new column. So this is going to be just called, I'll call this since. And then it's going to also be the date. It's going to be the date diff function. So date diff. Now, what I need to do is refer to the fields again. So if I type main, so it's date of training. So from there, you've got the option of selecting what duration you want. I don't want to choose that just yet. Comma. Now I'm going to use the today function, which is the same as what you get in Excel. So the difference between the date of training and today's, now I do want to use this in terms of months. So how many months is it since I last did training with a particular company? If I tick that one, that should populate in there. So 17 months, further down 18 months and so on, and then further down still not so long ago, a couple of months, 3 months, etc. like that, as you see there. So that one worked. So even though I've done this calculation in a table, I can still refer to it in a Visio. So I'm going to go to reports and get myself a little visual. So I'll go for a table option, and then what you've got down here is your fields, and you can see there's the measure that I've just done since. But I can put, for example, company. That'll give me a list of companies, which is what I was looking at, and then which is sorted alphabetically. If I tick since, that will put that information in there. Now, when you come up and down here, this isn't looking like it's correct. So what I need to do is go into this little drop down where it's summing. I don't want it to do that. And you've got this there, don't sum. So I'll pick that, and then you get the same durations coming through there. So down the bottom, you've got different numbers. We had lots of 3s and 17s in the other one, and this is picking it up and it's coming through into your visual. So you can't just drag things on and hope for the best. You have to quickly look at what it's doing. So I'll just leave that one there. Now you can also do an if statement in Power BI, which works exactly the same way as it does in all the other spreadsheet packages like Excel and Google Sheets, etc. So what I want to do is add a column that's going to say chase or leave if the training gap is more than 12 months. So these are months. So again, you go new column and you give it a name. So the name is going to be status for this, and then equals, and then if. When I open the bracket on the if. So basic if as a logical test, as you can see up there, what to do if it's true and what to do if it's false. That's a basic one. You just got two arguments, true or false. So in this case, I'm looking at the since column. So if I type main, comes up with a list of everything in there, and there's since. So if since is greater than 12, comma, I want it to say chase. Do greater than, shift key down, greater than 12, comma. Now if you put in the word chase, it needs to go in quotes like that, close quotes, comma, and then if it's less than 12 months, I'm just going to say leave, like that, and close the quotes. Close the bracket, and then you just make sure you've got everything as you want it, and then you tick that, and it should put that in for you. Like so. So these ones down here are leave, the rest is chase, so that's working okay. Now you can also do measures from your reports area, and I want to look at quick measures. If I click on that, you've got different options. The top option there is aggregate per category, so I'm going to pick average per category. You've got other options as you come further down, so you've got time intelligence, totals, running totals, etc., etc. All of these you can select, and then you probably have to edit them slightly. You get the idea when I do this one. So average per category. So now what you have to do is drag the fields that you want to do the average on. So I want the revenue field, so I'll drag that over there. And it's going to come up with sum of revenue. Well, I don't want it to be that. So I need to change that from sum to average. So average of revenue, and then that's the field that's coming through, and then you need to do it by whatever field you want. So I'm going to drag topic in there. So I want average of revenue by topic, and I'll add that. So it adds that, and I could just collapse this out of the way. So you've got it up there, average of revenue. If I just hide this out of the way, pull that open a bit. So you've got it there. I've got it twice, but I did it before. So if I just get myself a little visual, open that up. If I go for a card, so click on the card and then tick the top one. So I've now got the average by category, by topic. If I do another card underneath and just put the revenue in there, that's going to give you the total revenue, and there's the average per topic. So topics are these courses, so that's what that's doing. Another quick measure you might find useful is a like month-on-month change. If I click on quick measure and select one of these date intelligence ones, so you've got month over month change. Let's have a look at that one. Same process, you give it the fields that you want to look at. So revenue is the base field, and then the date field for this one is going to be date of payment. Pull date of payment in, and then you've got the number of periods. So I'm going to do 12 periods, and then add that one, and then just minimize this so it comes out of the way. Can you see it over there? So I'll click off that, get myself a little table. So I've got a table as a visual. Come over here a bit next to these ones. So what I want now is date of payment in terms of month. So that'll list me all the months, and then I want this measure to sit next to it, like so. So it's giving you a month on month percentage change like so. I'm not sure whether that by itself is of use, but you click on any of these other options and you start seeing what that's going to do. So the data isn't consistent in terms of every single month of every single year, so that's probably more to do with the source data than this. Same with the quarters, I haven't got every single quarter for every single year listed there. So it's a case of making sure your data suits, but that's just another example of a quick measure. So that's all I want to talk about on this little session: how to use simple DAX functions to create great visuals or just to enhance tables. So hopefully that little video was of use, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for your time.